From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are live at 6 a.m. and we had quite the stormy overnight, especially for folks in southern middle Tennessee. I'll go over everything that happened overnight, including some flooding, some pretty significant flooding over into parts of Giles County. I've got pictures, I've got what happened and how much rainfall happened. We're also tracking some changes to our local forecast here over the next few days. In fact, over the next 24 hours, we will be noticing a little bit of a difference. Heading into next week, we'll also be noticing another difference. Spoiler alert, temperatures are going to be taking us on a roller coaster ride towards the end of this month. I will also be looking at the tropics and an update on Tropical Storm Bertha here in this weather update live at 6 a.m. But let's go ahead and get started with what happened overnight. Now, we did have some pretty heavy thunderstorms with some pretty heavy rainfall. Now, scanning live Viper Doppler radar at this time, we are looking mostly dry, just a few very, very light sprinkles into parts of Murray County as well as into parts of Marshall County. But we are dry for now, and we are going to be relatively dry for the rest of the day, aside from maybe just a few spotty thunder showers. Otherwise, though, we are looking dry for at least the foreseeable future over the next few hours. But I do want to show you guys just how much rain we had overnight. I'm going to go ahead and switch our products, and we're going to go ahead and look at some rainfall totals. We'll go around over the last, I'll put it to the last 12 hours just to be sure I get everything here. So those thunderstorms from yesterday evening and overnight did pack a punch, especially into parts of Giles County. Again, I'll show you pictures here in just a moment, but check it out. I'll go ahead and pixel query some of these values. Up to 2 to 3 inches of rain fell last night with the storms that came through. And this happened, you guys, within about just an hour. So I'll go ahead and play back. Again, I'll play back a couple hours, take you through. Started raining a little bit after or close to midnight, and then play through already at about 1 a.m. Again, this is just playback. No warnings or advisories are in effect, but we saw about 2 to 3 inches within an hour's worth of time around midnight to 1 a.m. So yeah, we did see some flooding into parts of northern Giles County. I'll go ahead and take you to those photos here in just a moment. But at this time, again, this is old data just playing through. But at this time, we are not looking at any sort of flood warnings or advisories or watches in effect. All of those have been expired, which is certainly some good news this morning. But I'll go ahead and show you some photos that we got overnight. This is in the Big Dry Creek Road area of northern Giles County. You can see that water up very high. Again, 2 to 3 inches of rain falling in just about an hour can certainly do this, as water levels are still very high, especially across parts of southern middle Tennessee with all the rain that we've had over the last several days, weeks, if not months. So very high water on Big Dry Creek Road. Here's one more photo. Again, still just, I do believe the water has receded some since these photos have been taken. Again, this was at the worst of it, but that water pretty high up against those houses. And then of course, those driveways completely covered. A car, we can still see most of it, but we cannot see the tires of the car. So that water pretty high, pretty significant over there. We got a few comments saying this area does flood pretty often. Again, any bodies of water in the area are going to fill up very quickly, and then add 2 to 3 inches of rainfall in about an hour. That will certainly create some flooding and flash flooding issues. So again, I do believe water has receded since then. If you do have any other flooding reports from your area and you can send those reports to us safely, please do so. You can comment below on this live stream, or you can send our pages a message and do so that way. But let's go ahead and get on with getting you out the door. On this Wednesday morning, we are looking still cloudy out there, mostly cloudy, if not overcast, as the sun has risen, but we are off to a dry start like you saw on live Viper Doppler radar. Clouds around. We may see a few rain showers and thunder showers around for the rest of today. Temperatures are off to a warm start as well. It is also going to be a warm day. We're still kind of working on getting some cooler air and a little bit less humid air. And I just mean a little bit because we are still going to see some moisture heading into tomorrow. And I'll tell you more about that here in just a moment. But temperatures, at least for this morning, we are looking at the mid 70s out there. Again, I think at least for the next few hours, we won't need the rain jackets, but we do have just that spotty thunder shower chance chance, and you'll see here on Futurecast just how spotty I'm talking, but still something we have to plan for. We do hold on to cloud cover. We see it break up heading into this afternoon. That allows temperatures to get up into the upper 80s to lower 90s. And here are those spotty thunder showers, again, just kind of popping up sporadic and random. I don't think we're going to see too much in terms of heavy rainfall. I think most of that moisture was overnight last night, but we will still see a few rain showers and maybe a few thunder showers pop up this afternoon, and not a significant rain chance for today by any means, but a few showers may linger into the evening, and overnight cloud cover will be lingering as well. Heading into your Thursday, we do have a cloud cover sticking around for both North Alabama and southern middle Tennessee. However, for North Alabama, you guys have a little bit of a higher rain chance. A few showers and thunder showers may still be easing into your area, especially south of the Tennessee River. That is for Thursday into the late morning and afternoon. I do think southern middle Tennessee stays mostly dry, but we will continue to watch that. And then Friday, we are back to scattered shower and storm chances. Saturday, scattered shower and storm chances as well here in the Tennessee Valley. So we catch a little bit of a break again, not completely rain free over the next few days, but lower rain chances today and tomorrow. And then those are going to ramp back up with those temperatures heading into the weekend. Now for today, we're still going to be warm and steamy, temperatures right around 90, upper 80s probably for southern middle Tennessee, and then lower 90s if you get a little bit more sunshine and you don't see any rainfall for today. Temperatures only reaching the mid 80s for your Thursday, and that's on account of some northerly flow, at least in parts of southern middle Tennessee, and then some thicker cloud cover for you folks in North Alabama and Northeast Mississippi. So a little bit cooler, some brief, and I mean brief relief from the heat, because we are back into the upper 80s to lower 90s heading into the rest of the weekend, and then even into next week. Spoiler alert, we are looking drier next week, but you know what that means in mid-July. We are going to be cranking up the heat back into the low to mid 90s heading into next week. Let's go ahead and turn our attention now to the tropics down in the Gulf. We do still have Tropical Storm Bertha churning off the coast of Louisiana at this time, continuing to meander westward. Again, not looking to be a bother for us here locally in the Tennessee Valley, but still creating plenty of rain activity, storm activity, some rip currents and storm surge on the Alabama coast, as well as just the entire Gulf Coast. That is expected to maintain tropical storm strength. It's not expected to become a hurricane. It is expected to once again kind of skip right on over the southern Louisiana coast and then make another landfall in Texas near Houston, and then that is where it will kind of fizzle out and fall apart. So again, not looking like any local impacts here, but still along the Gulf Coast. Unfortunately, not the greatest week to be down there, looking quite unsettled for the next several days. Now back here at home, your morning drive looking mostly cloudy and a little bit gloomy to start, but again, we should be dry over the next few hours. But for the rest of this morning and afternoon, about a 20 to 30% chance of any sort of thunder showers developing for the entire viewing area. Now, hour by hour, again, maybe some lightning associated with that. I don't think we're going to see too much in terms of torrential rainfall, but we could see some moderate rainfall with anything that does develop later on this morning and afternoon. Otherwise, if you have some breaks in the clouds, we'll reach 90 degrees pretty easily for today. Otherwise, upper 80s, certainly a good bet. And then a little bit cooler for your Thursday. Again, not too much sunshine, a few showers into parts of North Alabama, especially south of the Tennessee River for your Thursday. Otherwise, I think a lot of folks in southern middle Tennessee will be dry for your Thursday. So the more south you are in the viewing area for Thursday, the higher your rain chance is. And then we are back to scattered thunderstorm chances for everybody in the viewing area. Friday and Saturday looks to be the soggiest days of the next 7. Temperatures also going to be warmer, creeping up to those lower 90s once again by Sunday, with scattered thunderstorms on the board. Maybe a stray thunder shower Monday, but rain chances start to decrease as temperatures start to increase next week. Low to mid 90s on the board. Let's look at your local weather forecast on this early Wednesday morning. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. If there is still any water on the roadways, just be sure to take it easy and make sure you can make it to your destination safely. Have a wonderful Wednesday.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.